Welcome one, welcome all to the blockchain basement. It's the early morning chart hour with your host, the Druth. I wore a different hat today. Had to wear a different hat. This is my Dury hat. So shout out to the band Dury. If you haven't heard Dury, you're missing out, folks. We are powered by Arculus, the world's finest cold storage platform on the planet. And we're going to be checking out some charts on our partners, 2bit, and also Blowfin. Check out what the market is doing. We had a great call yesterday on that long. Closed it with about 25% profit, but boy, oh howdy, did that price keep on moving, folks. So make sure all my systems are a go. I got a workout in early this morning. Feeling great, feeling dandy. Looks like this bad boy's ready to rip. Let's send it on over. Ooh, fuck. All right, here we go. So this is yesterday's call. Is kind of we fell below this volume node and put in a little scalp trade on Bitcoin. I myself got out of it for 25, but man, that thing kept on moving up to the upside and really kind of surprising. Now it's running into this current volume node we're looking at on the visible volume profile. Move my face out of the way here. Scoot that bad boy. MACD looking like it wants to come up back into the green. It does look that way essentially. Let's get this little bad boy out of here. But the RSI is above the halfway point here. This is on the 4-hour time frame. Let's zoom in a little bit on the 1 hour. Check where we're at. Yep, we're running into a little stumble point here, folks. So I'm going to give you all my thoughts on Bitcoin. We have a huge week coming up, the FOMC meeting. And I've seen a lot of macro experts and all the betting odds saying 50 base points. We covered that yesterday, some emergency cut. I doubt that the feds want to act like they're in an emergency setting, even if they are in an emergency setting. I'll let you guys in the chat. I want to ask you guys, do you think there's going to be a 25 base point cut or a 50 base point cut? I mean, Elizabeth Warren's even calling for a 75 base point. I think she's out of her mind. She always has been, always will be. I highly doubt that it's going to be 50 base points or even 75, far and away, not 75, but I'm feeling like 25 base points is coming in tomorrow from the Federal Reserve. They're meeting out there, Jackson Hole, having a big meeting. Ooh, I got a new friend here too. My boy let me bring this guy, Deadpool. Really cool little figure here. Comes with a sword, 2 swords that like come out. He's got like a little holster for his sword, a sheath, shall I say. And I think Deadpool is going to have to be joining me on the show. He's got his grenade launcher and everything. It's fantastic. So, yeah, Lewis thinks 25. BTC Newbie thinks 25. Nova thinking good morning. Good morning to you, Nova. Big Hands Dan, Tyler, Gonzo, Lag, Shake and Bake, all my wonderful peeps. So just in reference to Bitcoin, I do want to kind of dig into Bitcoin, and I have some alts I want to look at. I do want to check out the Phantom graph today. But if there's any other altcoins you guys have in mind's eye to look at while I'm on the charts, swimming around before the markets get too crazy here, let me know in the chat. But essentially, what I think is going to happen is I do think that we'll be able to reach back up to right at around this $60,000 level, maybe even pop above it like we previously had, up to $60,600. But then we get slapped in the mouth. I think what's coming up is a sell the news type moment for Bitcoin on this Federal Reserve interest rate lowering. And let's check out ETH. I just magically went to ETH. Let's go look at ETH right now. Let's see. Oh, God, the pain, the beatings continue for ETH. Let's see what we're looking at here. Has not resurged nearly to the level of a good old Bitcoin here. Look at that volume node. It's like a big chubby. And there's a small one up here. Let's back up to the 4 hours, see what we're looking at. See if we can look around for some signals that ETH is finally ready to pump. I mean, by the way of the Bitcoin dominance graph, this thing shouldn't really have its time to shine for a few months. But man, it's beat down right now, you guys. Like 2,300. And honestly, I really feel like Ethereum is one of like the most sure bets in my mind for a crypto play. And I do think it's going to outperform Bitcoin this cycle. Seeing it beat down at these levels, honestly, just looking tastier and tastier. Let's go to the daily here and check it out. Good Lord, look at that pullback. And now you see, I mean, that is quite a thick volume node in comparison. Let's give this bad boy a moment to populate all the other data here. So the main volume profile points we're looking at here are currently at 2,200. The next spot would be 2,600. Then if we can teleport through that, that's a nice little gap there. We would zoom on up to 3,000 flat. probably fight for our lives because there's quite a bit of historical reference in this $3,000 level. And the next spot, 3,400. Man, how the hell did I trade this thing away? I sold my Ethereum bag at $4,500 last market. Somehow, the world is just good to me sometimes. So, in Ethereum, I have been given my Celsius Ethereum back, but, I'm not horribly excited about it. I'm really looking for more low cap RWA plays, things of that nature, AI stuff. Printing money, yeah. I mean, that was a great trade yesterday. And you know what yesterday was? Let's go through a historical reference of yesterday's price action, just so you guys can get inside my mind and know what I'm thinking when it is time for me to take these trades. So we had been getting just slapped across the mouth. Trump got shot at over the weekend. We lost 60. He got shot at essentially like right here. And just a quick ride to hell back down to 57,000. We stopped short at around 57,500, 57,450, just about. But I didn't decide to initiate the trade until I saw this thing bounce a few times and then put in the trade. And honestly, again, I get out when I made my 25%. Sure, I could have left it in there and just been absolutely nuts. But I remain stoic and based. When it comes to my trades, I am looking for 20 to 25% a day. If I'm making that, I'm feeling damn good. And, I'm going to be a winner overall if I keep that process up and just not get the delusion. I know a lot of folks out in crypto, they get the delusions of grandeur, right? Where it's just like, this $100 trade is going to make me $10,000 right now. And then they hold on and then it completely resets. What do we got? Jorge Oliveira. If it's 50 base points, things are a hell of a lot worse than we can imagine. So I'd say 25 base points, although the FOMC should have already cut also 25 base points. And, this is a great point. I think things are much, much worse than we actually acknowledge in the American economy, and far worse than the Federal Reserve is willing to acknowledge at the current time being. But if they do come in and admit they need a 50 base point cut, that is admitting defeat on a macro level. And I really, really don't think that they're ready to do that. Thanks for the likes. Smash the likes and share the stream, actually. The Laserface, thanks for reminding me. I am terrible about asking for likes, but it really does help the channel. And you guys commenting after the show is done in the comment section below really helps people stay away from scammer comments. Because, again, I spend an hour a day cleaning out comments from scammers. That comes out to about 16 days a year that I spend on trying to protect people from these damn scam accounts. So if you can, comment on the video after it airs in the main comments section. That helps me out a lot and helps other people out stay safe from getting scammed. So again, I reiterate, let's do some, I'm gonna put this down on paper. Let's see how this plays out here. So where's my little drawn tool here? Let's see, there you are. So I think we'll find some chop, have a fun moment there, run into maybe this range right here. FOMC is going to happen. And then bloop. Now what I'm hoping is that this amount of volume that we create in this range right at around 59,200, 59,000 flat, I am hoping that this amount of volume is enough to short stop the fall of the sell the news event. That is one of my most bullish outcomes for this. I know a lot of people are out there. I'll draw another line here in red. Oh, I changed the current line. What is this? Hell. Let's do this. So I know a lot of folks are out there thinking that there's also going to be, just a parabolic move on up and just break. We got a lot of work to break out of that moment. And, I know that this last pump that we got up to, $62,000 or $60,000, 60,200 was amazing. It felt great, right? But there is a lot of work to get past these levels of volume. And as you can see, the volume node is very, very strong at this $59,129 level. So this is a big magnetizing point for us that we're sitting at right now. Extremely important to hold. And I'm going to be riding the lightning here, seeing if we can actually do that. And I almost am inclined to set a short more heavily than a long during the FOMC, or rather after, because it seems like every damn time that all the market people are just sure of themselves, the market moves in the opposite direction, and it seems to go that way all the time. And when I'm in this, you know, my mindset and how the chart has been breathing lately, you know, setting these longs right here, got in around like 57,500, pretty flat, like damn near the bottom of these candles. But look at what happened right before the nasty pump. Just it shakes the longs off the ship as hard as it can before it starts to take off. So, you know, that's why, you know, my overall process, I've been, you know, the ways that I've been losing on trades is if I set the stop loss like slightly in profit, just covering the fee, and then this shit is always happening before takeoff. So, you know, moving forward, I'm going to be essentially just putting that stop barely in the red, so it won't cost me too much money, you know what I mean? But I have to have that good risk management when I'm out there in the charts. And if you guys are out there trading with me, I have a great channel partner, 2Bit, that I've been trading on a lot, and Blowfin, and 2Bit has a great deal going on for people that are getting in. So we got a link in our description here. You click the 2Bit link and use code BASEMENT. You get up to $200 in rebate on trading funds to get your account going there. So, and that's if you deposit up to $2,000, you get $200 back. So I definitely recommend, if you are getting in there, you know, I use very, very strong risk protection when use protection when you're going in there. And, you know, I'm setting a baseline where I'm not trying to make each trade the Valhalla trade. I'm trying to just increase the portfolio by 20% a day and be consistent about it. That's what my whole goal is there. So now let's check out what the liquidation map looks like. This is our other channel partner, High Block Capital, which we also have a link for in the description. Let's go to the main one. If you go to the main site, so we got the terminal here. I do like the old version. Not gonna lie, I like the old version of this bad boy. So let's go to the old version right there. Liquidation heat map, bam, and you know, let's look at the forest through the trees here first. So this is the 7-day. Actually looks like it's pretty weighted to snag up this liquidity at $57,000. Ooh, that's a nasty look. So that's the type of shit that we might be looking at on this sell the news event. That's not great. And also there's a CME gap. I think it's at like $54,000. And you know, the conversation about CME gap, it's very nuanced. I know a lot of people say it's 95% surety. No, it's actually like 85%. So yes, more often than not, but it's not this 95% hit rate. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely liquidity below us on the 7-day liquidity heat map, liquidations heat map. Let's go to the month and run this bad boy and see where it's at. The force to the trees here. Very balanced. This is very interesting to look at. So some solid yellow right here. There's some at $61,100. We could potentially go out there and grab this before the FOMC. That'd be a pretty nasty move. And also some at $64,600, but it looks like a lot of it is actually sitting here at this $52,000 range and even lower. This is the type of levels Matty B was warning me about on the fibs, the fib retracements. So I am watching out for these levels, man. And if we do hit these type of levels, one, I got stop losses, so it's not going to destroy the trading account, but also what a buying opportunity. We only have like 2 or 3 months until historically Bitcoin dominance falls off a cliff. If we get a pullback all the way into the 40s, that would be an insane buying opportunity for not only Bitcoin, for myself, I'm talking for myself, of course, but Ethereum. We'd probably see Ethereum under 2K again. We could probably see Chainlink under $10 again. We could probably see Aerodrome at 50 cents or even cheaper. We saw, yeah, I mean, with the week's rollout of Coinbase and its wrap BTC, Aerodrome gobbling up 80% of the volume. Where do you think Aerodrome's going, right? The DOJ kicks Binance and the NAD, sends CZ to jail. What do we think is happening in the world? It's Coinbase and Circle trying to gut the competition to take over the future of finance. Very, very interesting, contentious moment in crypto. Obviously, it's always been that way, but the stakes are very, very high now. Now you have BlackRock, Van Eck, all these gargantuan companies, even JP Morgan having to bend the knee to Bitcoin. An incredible time to be alive. Now let's check. Oh man, we're trying to make a move up. We're trying to make a move up here. Let's check it out. Bam. Trying to make a move up. I'll leave these highlights on here just for future reference here, but we are trying to. Yeah, and this is the thing that I'm talking about. People are talking about this is what's going to happen. Now we're probably going to run into a lot of resistance here at this like $60,500 level. Yeah, if we're going down to $40,000 with a 75 base point cut. And that's the thing is because the economy is garbage right now, honestly. Like no one wants to admit it, and what's coming is a commercial real estate collapse. Okay, so you have restaurants that not only can't staff, you have real estate, commercial real estate, and restaurant real estate particularly is priced in to its value by the profitability of that location. If profits are going down, and the economy, the person that is the purchaser, the consumer, is in this stagflationary situation where now they look at fast food as a luxury item. Where do we think this is going, right? We have overvalued commercial real estate that is hoisting up banks that are required to hold zero cash reserves since COVID. Are we really thinking that it's strong? Bob from accounting, 40K is, it's not off the table. That's not my opinion, but I know a lot of good people in the charts are looking at that. And if I do see that, I'm hammering in. I am buying absolutely more because I really feel like if we look at this nasty economy and all of these talking heads, JP Morgan's Jamie Dimon talking about a Great Depression. He's not talking about a recession. He's talking about a Great Depression 2.0 coming to the United States. There is a lot of long-term validity to what they're saying. I just don't think that it's going to come to fruition during 2025. I think that we have till about 2026, maybe even 2027 if we're lucky, before the wheels completely fall off of the train that is collapsing in front of us. And back to fast food. So if the average person can't go out and purchase fast food, the job market's in the gutter, unemployment is skyrocketing, consumer debt skyrocketing, and these locations have to disband, and there's nothing in place to come in and take those locations over immediately. The valuations drop, and that commercial real estate securities side that I've been showing you, that's unrealized losses for the banks sitting right around $600 billion right now. That could absolutely double in a very, very quick fashion if we do see those locations continue to fall off the planet. And now we also have, what is it? Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi's moving into San Francisco to buy up all of these done-away real estate locations. Bluegrass Man, you can kiss my ass, but you are the player hater of the year. Shout out to you, Bluegrass Man. Go eat some veggies. Now, I want to look at the altcoin sector. Let's check it out. Because I was looking at a token last night that we've been watching a little bit here and there, Phantom. Someone brought it up to me and just reminded me, and I think it's been moving pretty darn aggressively today. Yeah, it's up by 8% today. Let's check this out and see what we're dealing with here. It's definitely pumping out of its range on the monthly. Damn. It's going to have some resistance basically right where it's at right here, 56 cents. See the all-time graph, compare it to the inflationary health check. Oh, man. This is kind of tantalizing, honestly. $1.5 billion market cap. So obviously I'm not intrigued in buying this giant green candle, but the amount of volume and action that's happened in this kind of $47 to $50 range, I think looks pretty damn juicy for an entry point for myself. So I think I'll be, I'm not going to buy this green candle on Phantom by any means, but if I do see the opportunity to see this come into the 47-50 cent range again, I'll feel comfortable building a little bag of Phantom. I definitely like the project here. And let's see what the other biggest gainers here on the top 100. Celestia coming back over 5%, super. And this is post token unlock. Oh no, wait. The token unlock is on October 31st this year. So actually, we still have to deal with that. Look at this. God. Oh no, Nick. I feel Nick's sorrow in my heart right now looking at this graph. So quite a swoop quite a swoop. This is a new darling of VCs. It's a modular blockchain type narrative. We haven't really seen that narrative hit in a big way yet. In modular blockchains, they aren't like the sexiest thing on the planet, but they are very useful technology. So, you know, with this, I mean, God, I got out of, so I made a like 20% pump. I got in at like $8 and got out at 10. This thing kept moving up to like $20. Glad I didn't hold it all the way down. It is in tandem with the rest of the altcoins. Its peak was 1 month before the rest of the altcoins at large. Peaked at February. So complete price reset on Celestia. Very interesting to see. It is one of the top movers on the week, up 24%. Phantom, one of the top movers today, second biggest mover at 9% up. Sui, $1.18. Immutable X, okay. Immutable X, I see ya. Bittensor Tau, damn it. I was wanting more pain on Bittensor Tau. I want it to get lower in this damn range it's in right now. Let's check this out on TradingView. Okay, so here's the aggravation. I call these damn things like $40. I wait. I don't want to talk about them when they're up here. I mean, yes, great tech, fantastic. The getting was good, you know, but now it's back in this range. This is why I feel like covering this thing a bunch. Yeah, KJAM, big unlock. 140% of Celestia tokens are going to be 146% of the current circulating supply is going to be unlocked of Celestia on October 31st. So keep that in mind. Now, our pets' heads are falling off. Damn it, Daniel. Shit. That's here. Did you hear Vitalik releasing a documentary on the 18th? Whoa. Vital Dick coming out with the documentary. Do you think he's going to bring his girlfriend in on this documentary? I mean, we got to see. We got to see. The nerd has got a girlfriend finally. All he had to do was develop the world's most powerful supercomputer outside of Bitcoin. Didn't take much. Holy shit. So, Bittensor Tau. This is the bottom range of this accumulation zone that I'm looking at right now. And you can see it has proven pretty damn solid. And really, you know, I think that this thing's going to be very nasty to the upside by the time NVIDIA's conference in March of 2025 happens. So I only got a couple months to build out the bag of Bittensor Tau. Right now, I am a greedy entry point man. I'm greedy with my entry points. So I remain stoic. I want this thing for around the $220, maybe $200 level. This nasty little point right here, just a quick reminder, the Japanese yen carry trade situation is not fixed. We might see it happen again. That would be nasty. And I really think that it's not a guarantee in my mind, but there's a chance we could get just one more blip like this on the charts. This wick lasted for like 1 day here on the channel. If you're not a player hater of the year like Bluegrass Man, you would have listened to me and seen it. It was at $160. And I was like, you know what? Hammer time. It sure was. Look at that. And now we're just cooking back up. I think it's going to hit the top end of this range. $358 damn dollars. Son of a bitch. God, now you're making me want to watch a Diddy finally got arrested? Shut up. No. Stop it. Ooh, and Bitcoin's still moving up, you guys. Hold on. I get so easily distracted. 59.4. 59.4. What is this? Get out of here, you stupid thing. Unbelievable. We're moving to 59.4 right now. Ooh. All right. And we're in the little volume pocket right here. This is a little empty little cavern here. So won't be surprised if we can pump back up to this now. $60,000. Very strong level of mental support / resistance. You can treat it as resistance for the time being because of what we experienced over the last weekend here. It was this amazing parabolic move to the upside, and then, oh, nope, we're going back down. And this is the damn Sunday night violence that Bitcoin always, I hate trading on the weekends for this exact thing right here. Sunday night, blah, complete price reset. I am squirreling. Now, Diddy arrested. Let's see here. We got to go. We're going to raw dog into, no, it's going to be sketch. Let's see here. Diddy. What'd you do, Diddy? The diddler. Diddy got arrested. Man. Diddy has officially been arrested. Everybody make some noise. Holla. One day after there was a second attempt on Trump, the FBI has now decided to arrest the diddler. Very interesting timing indeed. Yeah, that kind of was put under the radar. Arrested by the FBI under a human trafficking investigation. Well, aren't all of our heroes dead? That is some nasty shit right there. That is some nasty shit right there. Diddy, under investigation for this. Obviously, I'd hope that there's a judicial system that tells the truth and can find him guilty of this if he is in fact guilty of this. And honestly, we should bring back drawing and quartering. Public executions should be a thing. I just throwing it out there, you know. Why not go back to the old ways that seem to work and seem to remind people not to do these things? Did he on the island? Oh, Reggie Classics. Hopefully not. Did he do it? Apparently. You guys are absolute savages. Absolute savages. So, man, what a crazy day Diddy's having right now. And the chart's looking juicy, you guys. I mean, this is looking very, very nice here. And I just will put an air of caution on this 60,000 to 60,600 level. There is a lot of resistance, honestly, right there. So we have to flip that into support. We have to go above and beyond $60,000, come back down to it, hold it as support for the move to $65,000 to happen. And yeah, I do think that we're going to be able to make $65,000 before the year's out. I don't think it's down and to the right only. But Bitcoin's a volatile bitch, and you just have to remain patient, especially if you're out there trading with me on the charts on 2Bit. Again, if you are on 2Bit, use the code BASEMENT, and you get some great perks back, and use the code DRUTH on Blowfin. Shout out to you, Elevator Man, dropping the membies in the morning stream. Shout out to you, brother. We're just remaining here on the charts every single day. I was literally the first and only person in here. I decided to do bench press with the dumbbells, and I'm changing over. I'm starting to do the bench on the dumbbells. We got some dumbbells going up to 125 pounds now. So finally we have some dumbbells that are worth the shit. And I'm feeling damn good. I got my wife to measure my chest. I'm almost a 47-inch chest. I'm going to try to compete with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson without using the juice. Just got to eat a lot of steaks and just stay nasty with that tea intake. So, and yes, crypto pricey. There is a CME gap at $54,000. We'll say $54,000, not out of the question to hit. CME gaps at large are about 80 to 85% hit rate, not 90, 95. So with that being said, as C Zeal, Pete Griff, Ginja Ninja, Dylan Shipley, and Crypto Chef, y'all got new memberships. Shout out and thank you to Elevator Man for gifting those memberships. You guys can get access to our Discord by going to the link in the description here. If you use Discord, make sure to get in there, join the Basement Discord, and you can join the OG chat. It's huge. It's where all of our pew pew pictures go. I even showed a picture of this robot Jack Skellington system that I built in the I didn't build it, but I just assembled it in the living room. I have Jack Skellington. He's like 6'7", maybe even 6'8". And then I got Sally Stitches up in the kitchen. So you guys, I love you all. I'm really happy to be doing these morning chart reviews first and foremost, and we'll be bringing you all of the news about crypto and everything else that's happening. But focusing on the charts first thing in the morning makes me feel damn good. Do you think a $64,000 Bitcoin is possible before a drop? That would be a very, very violent and fast move from where we are right now. I would not be betting on us hitting $64,000 before the FOMC. Now, post FOMC, you know, what I'm hoping for is that it's a two-play situation. So either we hit this $60,600 level and then fall back down to this current volume node we're trying to build out right here. But honestly, if you're backed up, that's a pretty empty spot right here. We got to look for historical volume to really see that volume node. What I'm really, really hoping, this is Giga Bullish Drew, is that we punch above the 60, treat it as support, and then we can make it to 64 after all the plebes get done selling the news on the FOMC meeting. So, and it is so cut on this 50 base point cut. I think the 50 base point cut is going to be a very bad signal for the economy. That's just my opinion. You guys take it as you will. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Is this bullish to see the economy falling apart and the Federal Reserve have to cut interest rates when they definitely shouldn't be? Or is this the end of the world? Are we going into a Great Depression? Are you going to buy a commercial real estate location for $500 2 years from now? Let me know down in the comments below. Smash the like on your way out. Share this out to the masses. And I'll be seeing you at 12:30. And with that being said, I bid you adieu.